Good morning and welcome to the trade setup right here on BloombergQuint Live. I'm Niraj Shah, and let's get started with how the markets could likely do today. There are lots of updates, frankly. On the world map per se. Singapore is asking, expats are asking for rents to be cut. European airlines are saying that it might be a long time before they can actually come back to normalcy and flying as well. And a Norwegian cruise liner owner is saying that they might set sail in 2020 itself. So lots of news flows surrounding the virus, just that the cases keep on piling up, and that now has become a bit of a known entity. But let's move on and talk about the markets. So the US markets had a pretty recent move in trade yesterday, you have to say. We've been talking about how the Nasdaq has been keeping the indices higher, and yes, big tech did do well, marginally okay, but I think the overall market scenario didn't look all that bad in the US market. So a strong move, and with this up move yesterday, the Nasdaq entered into the positive territory for the year. YTD, Nasdaq is in the green. So there is this big COVID scare, and US tech is actually shrugging it off and moving along like there was no tomorrow. So really strong moves there by the tech majors. And there was a strong earnings impact seen in a clutch of names, but Twilio in particular came out with some. It's a company that is the interface. I mean, when you use Uber or you use Zomato, and the message that you get confirming that you've gotten this driver, or this is the seat has been reserved. In all probability, Twilio is the back end which enables all of this. That company came out with some very strong set of numbers, and the stock was up 42% in a single session. A really remarkable move. But the US futures marginally the green as well. Asia's mixed bag of sorts. SGX Nifty indicating a start which is about 50, 55, 60 points in the green. So you have a start which is actually looking okay in the session. But what about the trade setup? I mean, I think this whole conversation about stimulus, I think there's a Financial Express article today which says that, which quotes the CEA saying that the stimulus package should come out soon. There's a lot of chatter around it. So be mindful of that. That is something that you should keep at the back of your mind. It should keep any falls in the markets arrested, to my mind. And Reliance Industries and private banks could well be the pivots around which the Nifty could be operating today. Reliance for more reasons than one. I'll come to that in a bit. But private banks too. I dare say crude volatility could keep the upstream stocks under check. I think the likes of ONGC and some others have come off in the last few days, but crude was up about 11% yesterday intraday before cooling off and ending about 1% lower. That volatility might keep these stocks in focus today. You never know, maybe the exaggerated fall in the last few days might give way, and there could be some buying as well. So do watch out for the upstream oil names as well in the session. But the stocks that I believe everybody should watch out for. Reliance Industries yesterday showed a bit of a dip before really moving up smartly, ending at the high point of the day. It was a trending day for Reliance, and now we know, amongst other things, Vista Equity Partners has decided to invest over 11,000 crores in Jio Platforms. After Facebook, a strategic investor, Silver Lake, a small investment relative to what Facebook did then and what Vista is looking to do now, 11,000 odd crores or slightly over 11,000 odd crores in Jio Platforms as well. So we'll get to that in the trade setup about, or rather in Indian Open, about what is the valuation, etc. looking like. But keep in mind, in times like these, Jio Platforms is able to attract marquee strategic stroke financial investors. In these times, for it to able to do that, which means that it is selling a dream to these guys, which people are buying into, and therefore that alone should be comfort even for a minority investor in Reliance Industries. The reason I say Reliance Industries, because that's the only way you can invest in Jio. So interesting moves from the big company, and let's wait and watch what happens to the stock today. I dare say it could well be doing well. It is in focus for more reasons than one, by the way, because Asian Paints comes into focus because of that. Reliance Industries is said to be mulling sale of about 989 million Asian Paints stake. So in tranches, private or Mukesh Ambani privately or Reliance Industries, what have you, doesn't matter. The point being, a large block of Asian Paints shares might be up for sale. In tranches, yes, but up for sale. Could that keep the stock under pressure? It's come off quite a bit in the last few days as Asian Paints, but could this keep the stock under further pressure? That's the other thing that you have to monitor. Hindalco might be a different case in point altogether. The market is starting off well, and Novelis' performance post-market hours yesterday operationally was very, very strong. I urge you to log in and try and read a story that my colleague Nikki has filed as well. But it's a strong performance. Maybe the stock reacts positively. I reckon it could. Motilal Oswal values the stock at 179 rupees per share, reiterates the buy call. So do watch out for Hindalco today. RBL Bank, a bit of a mixed bag, I would say. The NI was up 38% versus at about 1,020 crores versus estimates of 949 crores. So that looked okay. The profit after tax was down, but it was better than estimated. The estimates were 87 crores. They posted 114 crores. So net, the numbers look positive. They mentioned that the credit cost in FY21 estimated will not be higher or materially higher than in FY20, which was all positive statement. But you have to watch out for what slippages could come about over the course of the next few months. And that might be a bit of a dampener. However, on the reported basis, the numbers are better than what the estimates were. And maybe that should augur well for RBL Bank today. What won't do well is Cyient, unfortunately. Revenue is down 2.9%, PAT down 58%, and margins collapsed for Cyient, 4.2% versus 9.5%. I mean, it's not that all mid-cap IT companies are doing that. In fact, some of them are posting some robust numbers as Persistent and NIT Technologies have shown. So I reckon that the street will take these numbers negatively. Morgan Stanley has actually initiated a tactical sell call on Cyient post the numbers as well, with the numbers being the reason. So watch out for Cyient. And Tata Motors has withdrawn the NCD issue of 1,000 crores due to higher cost expectations from the market participants. So that should maybe a small negative for Tata Motors. So do watch out for that as well. But exciting day of trade ahead, last day of the week. So let's see how it goes. Thanks so much for tuning in today.